Is Canada heading in the right direction when it comes to economic policies? Joining me now to break it down is Nik Nanos, founder and chief data scientist at Nanos Research. Nik, always great to see you. Good morning.
Good morning to you too, Christina.
Thanks for being here. So the question, is Canada heading in the right direction when it comes to economic policies, considering how much belt tightening everyone has had to do lately? What are Canadians saying? Are we on the right track?
Well, yeah, kinda, but not quite. How's that, Christina? In
Sounds
this new
about right.
survey that we just released for the Coalition for a Better Future, we asked Canadians whether we were moving in the right or the wrong direction on a whole bunch of different elements. And this survey for the Coalition, the best and the worst, we did best when we asked Canadians about making sure that there were equal opportunities for people, regardless of race or growth. You can see that about 53% or thereabouts thought we were moving in the right direction, 23% in the wrong direction, 24% unsure. However, the worst measure was making sure Canadians have a high standard of living. You can see, Christina, that 50% of Canadians think that we're going in the wrong direction, only 29% in the right direction. The kicker on this one, Christina, is if you are under 35 years of age, or if you're from the prairies, that wrong direction number jumps from 50 to 6 out of every 10 Canadians. So it looks like young people and also Canadians that live in the prairies are not very happy about how we're doing when it comes to having a high standard of living.
And that's the thing. I mean, for young people, it is so challenging right across the country when you consider saving to buy a home, things like student debt, just, the unaffordability, particularly in major cities in this country. It feels, and it likely is more challenging than ever before for young people, for those under 25.
No, you're absolutely right, Christina. Yep.
And maybe I could ask you this quickly. How is anyone supposed to get ahead? Like, what are those under 25 to do? I mean, are they to have any optimism here, Nik?
Well, I think the reality is in this survey for the Coalition, the young people feel that they're getting crushed. It's not just about paying the rent, it's about paying for groceries and food and basics. In the past, young people were the most optimistic, right? You're healthy, you got your first job, you don't have a lot of debt, and then you start to build a nest egg and start to plan for the future. Right now, Christina, young people are the most negative. They're most likely to be worried about the standard of living. They're most likely to be grumpy about economic growth, and they're most likely to be pessimistic about their personal finances.
And that's tough. I mean, young people should be able to look toward the future. Nik, we're going to move on to another part here. Issues like innovation, climate change, and economic growth as part of this poll. Wondering what innovation covers as well.
Well, the thing is we should be worried about these numbers because it shows that there's there's significant room for opportunity, and Canadians are not really strong on whether we're in the right or wrong direction. When we test on things like innovation, are we moving in the right or wrong direction on innovation to be competitive on the world stage? You can see that it's very close. About 38% think we're going in the right direction, 32% in the wrong direction. Even when it comes to things like fighting climate change. You can see that about 41% I think that we're going in the wrong direction and 36% in the right direction, and having a strong economic growth. The key takeaway here is that there isn't a lot of confidence that we're moving in the right direction on climate change, having strong economic growth, or innovation and being competitive. So this should be a big wake-up call. And this is really a great time that we should be talking, Canadians should be talking, especially with young people, about what the path forward is on where jobs are going to come from, how we're going to fight climate change, and how we're going to create a higher standard of living.
And I imagine there should be a wake-up call for the federal government. There's an upcoming spring budget. What does this mean for the federal government?
Well, you know what? Canadians want to hear, especially young Canadians, what's the plan? We know the things that have to be done in the next year, but in the next 5 or 10 years. And that's why this research for the Coalition for a Better Future is actually quite important, because what it puts on the table is that we need to start a dialogue. Young people need to be part of that dialogue, and it has to start thinking about 10, 20, 30-year competitive strategy for Canada so that we can keep the standard of living that we have.
And absolutely. And so we keep young people here in this country and they contribute to the workforce. Nik, thank you so much for your insights. As always, Nik Nanos, founder and chief data scientist at Nanos Research. We always appreciate your time, Nik.